Hey there everyone, back live again, and I'm gonna wait for a few moments so that people can join up, can ask their questions, and just like that. So wait for a few seconds. Hi Vivek, hi Devo. Really good to see you people all at every Sunday. It's amazing to be on Sunday Live. Let's wait for a few seconds or few minutes so that we can build some audience, can answer your questions. And in the meantime, keep joining and keep hitting that like button so that I can see that you are joining up. Whoa, that was quick. Within a few seconds, we have crossed over 100 watchers or live people here, and we are building up. So that's good. We are building up a good community who joins up me every Sunday. I am trying my best to answer all of your questions, and a lot of things are under plan. So that is going to be amazing. And I might share a couple of insights from Learn Code Online, what I'm planning right now. There are a lot of good news that are coming up, so stay tuned with us. Okay, so hey everybody, good to see you. Okay, so we have got a pretty good audience, almost across 150 there. Okay, so hey Kush, hey Arjun, hey Sheikh, hey Vineet, how are you? How is it going on? Okay, so let's try to answer a few of your questions. You can throw up your questions. I'll try my best to pick up a lot of them and we'll try to answer them. But if your question is not getting answered, don't worry. You can always ping me at Facebook or can join up in other Sunday lives. We do Sunday lives every single Sunday. So let's get started here. Don't forget to hit that like button. That's an indicator for me to see that yes, you have joined up and I should continue these Sunday lives. Okay. So the question starts, why you always wear the same t-shirt in all videos? It's not just in videos, I wear the same t-shirt for everything. Regardless if it is my birthday, I have to go to a party, maybe travels, foreign trips, whatever that is. It's just this thing and it makes me much more focused. Okay. Say something about how to keep patience in bug bounty. Okay, Deepak, that's an interesting question. Now, this is the only thing that I don't like about the bug bounties. Now, bug bounties are awesome. They are a pretty nice way of proving up your skills, but relying totally on them is not a good thing. And why is it so? Because when you find a bug at some website, let's just say you found an SQL injection or maybe cross-site scripting or maybe CSRF, whatever you have found out, you report that bug. Now obviously you report that bug through a channel like Hacker Earth, or there are dozens of channels, so through those websites. Now it's totally on that website how much they are going to pay to you. They might pay you like $500 or $50 or just a lousy t-shirt. So that's the thing I don't like about them, because there is no stability of the income. Let's just say, for example, I'm making a website or a mobile app for a client. I just say, hey, I'm going to charge $700 for this. And that's a negotiation. Let's just say he says, no, I'm going to pay 600, and whatever that is, it's done. It's final. And it's totally on me how to charge them for my skills or for my service. But in bug bounty hunting, that's nothing. So that's the thing I don't like about the bug bounty. But again, it's a good skill to enhance your skill, but don't totally rely on that. Just do it for a couple of fun things and that's it, because what they are paying to you is way less what the work you are doing for them. Paying just $50 for finding attacks like SQL or cross-site scripting is way low, but again, since you are not hired, that's the max you're gonna get. So that's my thoughts about bug bounty. Okay, again, I could be wrong, but these are just my thoughts. I'm not trying to justify that I'm totally correct. I just try to prove what I think about it. Okay, so I hope you don't take it otherwise. Had lunch, bro. Yep, just finished up my lunch. I like to have an iced tea with lunch as well. I'm a big fan of iced tea. Don't know why, and I don't know when I became of that big fan. I love black coffee and iced tea. Totally crazy about it. So just did that. Okay. Please give advice on game designing. I'm good at programming and story design. That's good, Nisam, that you're good in story designing, because all the games are heavily reliable on story designing. Now, since you're good in programming, I would recommend you to focus a little bit on C Sharp, and you can go with the Unity. Now, there are other game engines like Unreal and a lot of others. But Unity is booming quite a lot, and for a new game developer or indie game developer, it's a good choice. So focus a little bit on game physics as well. It's not your usual physics by H.C. Verma or something. It's a different physics. Yes, it does follow all the rules like gravity, collisions, and everything, but it's far more easier to understand them in Unity. Again, if you just want to get started as a kind of indie developer for mobiles, you can also try out a couple of other things. Especially the sprite kit in iOS is easy, but I would highly recommend to check out Unity. And for that, you have to get friendly in the C Sharp. Okay, so I hope this answers your questions. Okay. Rishabh says, I like your teaching. Thank you so much. I'm always really happy to see the appreciation coming up. And I'm trying to make a difference and trying to make sure that people love what actually the programming is. Okay. So, how to build a server for Android app. Why do you actually need a server? That's a big question because you can also do a lot of things on Firebase itself. It's by Google, Android is by Google, so they are both highly compatible. Just with a few clicks, you can do all of that. But again, let's just say you have some needs of getting a server up and running. I would recommend to go with the Amazon Web Server, AWS, and on that Amazon instance, just try to put a parse there, and parse is a project being developed by Facebook. So upload that and just tweak out a little bit. I think that's the easiest and the most scalable solution that you can have. Okay. How can I get a job as an Apple developer in Apple? That's gonna be depending on your resources on LinkedIn, your profile, what kind of code you can write, what kind of app you have designed in the past, what is your command over the skills. So it's a lot of factors there. Okay, I'm a Kali Linux user. Starting Java suggests me best text editor. For Java, go with the IntelliJ. I used to work on Eclipse, then I switched for a couple of days on NetBeans. I didn't like that. I would highly suggest go with IntelliJ. Even in the community, the free edition is way superior than anything I have seen. Again, my personal views, so go ahead, try that out. Okay. Your channel is great. Hello Shubham, thank you so much for being on the channel. It is growing. It is a growing channel, and it's growing with a lot of speed. I didn't thought that kind of speed is gonna come up on this channel, but yes, it's going really amazingly sharp. I like it. I like it. Okay. I took coaching of Java, but I'm unable to understand that. Please suggest me some other language. If you're not comfortable with the Java, go ahead, try out Web Development Bootcamp. I have seen that a lot of people who are not good in programming like Java or Python, they feel really good and amazing in web development. It's not like there is only one class of programming. The scripting part and everything, backend part is completely different. The front end part is different. So I've seen there's people who don't like Java, Python, or C or that kind of programming language. They feel really happy in front end. So go ahead, visit learncodeonline.in and check that out. And just onto a sidebar update, now the Learn Code Online is completely on HTTPS. It was a shaky move, bumpy ride to transform everything from HTTP to HTTPS, but we did it finally. Really good job there. So check that out. Okay. And did you forget to hit the like button there? I think a lot of you did. So go ahead, hit that like button. I want to see that number rising up. Okay, it's going up. Thank you so much. Which is the best programming language for web page development? Web page development, if you just drill it down, it just always comes down to HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And that's the basic whole base scenario. On top of that, you can sprinkle a little bit like Bootstrap or Flexbox or some jQuery plugin. So it's all about how much you're going to sprinkle. It's going to glow up like that. So base always drills down to HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. But don't forget to sprinkle a little bit of jQuery as well. It makes things amazing. Okay. How to get started on CodeChef. CodeChef is easy if you know how to build logics and everything. So eventually with the time, just try to get things like solving the problems and everything. So go ahead, try that. Are you trying to be Mark by wearing gray t-shirt? No, I cannot become Mark by wearing just by a gray t-shirt. He's a big guy, big gigantic fundings and stuff. If I'll become just like a few times of it, a little bit tiny, I would be happy. He is a prodigy. I cannot be like that, but still, I'm happy in what I am. And there's a lot of history behind these t-shirts, so maybe someday I'm gonna talk about it. Okay. So I am ENTC student. Okay, this is a question by Shubham, but I want to do career in machine learning and data science. How do I start? Okay, the very first thing, very first thing to do get started in machine learning and data science, get your hands at Python. Obviously, you can go and get started with R as well, but I recommend to go get started with Python. There is an amazing course at learncodeonline.in. Check that out. But again, if you want to get started with machine learning, make sure you have your solid hand at mathematics. Now, I'm not talking about the ordinary mathematics like linear algebra or something. You should be really good in something like Fourier transforms and neural network building up and all these things. It looks very interesting, but it's not that much easy. Trust me, machine learning is not a cup of tea for everyone. It requires a solid hand over maths and a lot of theorems and probability and linear algebra and Fourier transforms and all these things are required. So make sure you do understand just by seeing that, hey, it looks impressive, I'm gonna go with that. It's not like that. Make sure you research a little bit, curriculum, go ahead, check out the index of a couple of books on machine learning and you will realize it's not easy. It's not easy. Surely doable, but not that easy. Okay. Uh, Looks like you just woke up. Yeah, I was working late night. Just got up about a couple of hours ago and then had my lunch and just what I was working was something amazing. I'm working on an Android app that I'm planning to roll out very soon. Let's see how that goes up. Probably I'm speeding up my work to almost like 14 hours or 16 hours a day so that I can push this app maybe within this week. It's a gigantic app, but I hope it's gonna work out that. So it's gonna be a good news. Don't want to just throw up everything right now because things are not stable. But yes, very soon you're gonna see an app. So let's see. Rahul says, "Hi, how are you?" I'm good, Rahul. How are you doing? Uh, Please give an advice for game design. Okay, we have already answered that. Okay. Please make some video on SEO. Yes, surely we can do videos on SEO because if you did notice, we have recently moved in an Indian ranking to almost 13,000, which is a big achievement for a website which is just 3 months old, is moving and crushing down all the websites and moving just onto the top in Alexa ranking. So surely we do know a couple of stuffs about SEO and everything. Surely some videos on SEO can come up. Okay, so a lot of hi there, hi Mad Engineer, hi Raju, hi Harshit. Okay, so what about AngularJS? AngularJS is amazing tech. In order to get started with AngularJS, first get your hands really deep in JavaScript. Not just any JavaScript, JavaScript and ES6 version, which is the latest version of that. On top of that, with Angular, you have to learn TypeScript as well. So these are a couple of hurdles before getting started with AngularJS. On top of that, you have to move quickly with Angular because things moves really fast in Angular and you have to learn quickly, just like that. So there is an alternative for Angular, which is React, comparable to Angular. So you can also try that out. Okay. Have lovely Sunday. Yeah, we have do a couple of plans for Sunday. Maybe we're gonna go out with friends or something. Right now, nothing so much decided, but yes, we always try. Always try my Sunday to have some food and just some chit chat with friends and spend it like that. So I like it. I like it that way. Is it necessary to stick to one language only? No, it's not at all a good thing. I won't even recommend. But don't take me my words in other sense. What I'm saying is, once you have learned a tech, stick to it until unless you have mastered it. By master, I means you have created a couple of projects in that. Once you have done that, you can explore other languages because once you're comfortable with one language, it's really easy to move in the other language. Okay. Which laptop is best for me? Buy a MacBook Pro. I know it's really expensive, but I like it. Okay. Best monitor size for web developers for coding. Okay, I'm gonna say my views there. You may disagree. You may disagree. What I think is best setup for learning anything or designing web or maybe editing videos is a two-screen setup. So buy two monitors, just HD, not big, gigantic, just a resolution of 1920 by 1080. So put them side by side, and I found that at one screen the video is running, at one screen you're writing your code, or at one screen there is your web browser, and one screen there is your code. So it's far more easier setup. Again, not a cheap one, but I find it best solution. Okay. Uh, I'm a Kali Linux user starting Java, so suggest me best text editor and some tricks to learn as well. No, I don't believe in tricks and tips. So like hack this WhatsApp with this trick. I don't believe in them. I am a coding type of a guy who likes to write code, execute that, and expect expected result. Okay, so I don't believe in tricks and tips. Uh, Call me. What's your salary? You never tell. I don't like to discuss how much I earn or what I'm making with YouTube or what I'm making with the clients, or it's enough for living a happy life and afford a Harley Davidson and some foreign travels. It's a decent, not gigantic. I'm not making a huge fortune. I'm not a multi-billionaire here, but it's decent. It's good enough. And I think that's it. C Sharp or Java, which is better? There's no such thing as better or worst. Both languages are amazing, so go ahead, try that out. What is mean by scripting language? There are a few languages which can do a really good kind of scripting, like Python is one of them, Ruby is there, shell scriptings are there. So these are meant for most of the time backend kind of a job, but maybe I'll do some videos on scripting language, what they actually are. So just like that. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's pick up another question here. I'm a program beginner. Best of luck for you, Karthik. And is .NET course useful? I did try to learn .NET in my graduation. I think probably in second year or almost in third year. I did learn it little bit. I didn't like it, so I left it there. And after that, didn't face any .NET kind of a demand or just like that. Probably it's just me. I don't like .NET. I don't like it. Okay, how to get internship third year. I'm gonna make a video on internship and I'll show you what the reality of actually the internship. A lot of people believe that in internship they're gonna learn. No, internship is not for learning. Internship is for working there. Okay. By working, I means you should know the stuff before you're applying for the internship. Okay. I'm gonna make a video on internship very soon. I have a very interesting email being thrown up to me showing what's the actual reality of the internship, and probably you should watch that. It's gonna come up on the channel very soon. Did you forget to hit the like button? I can see the like count is not going up. Hey guys, show some love, hit that like, and cheers. Okay, so looks like a lot of things are going on my computer, and you can see some results on the app very soon. It has been a successful compile there. Okay, so uh, I'm asking a lot of time, but still not answer my question. This time, please. Okay, my question is how to improve my problem solving skills, and is there any book for this? Thank you. Okay, Krishna, there is no such big book that is going to increase your problem solving skills, and definitely not aptitude, and all these books are going to help. Problem solving skills comes with project, because in the project you face different kind of situation, you have to deal with them up. So if you want to become a good programmer, you want to improve your logic building skills, you have to stop doing all those programs that adds metrics, that finds out even or odd. Stop doing those kinds of small scale work. Go into something big, start designing something big or big project. Wherever you are working in Java, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, PHP, wherever you are working, start building something big that is useful. Stop writing the code for matrix and all of that. If you're just gonna printing those patterns, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna help you in building your logic skills. Start working on some real life projects. Okay, that is okay. Is machine learning is the future? There's no such thing as this technology only is going to be the future. Yes, surely it's going to get a lot of demand in the future, but it's not just one stop. How to get hired for the first time freelance? It's a struggle. It's a struggle. It's not that easy. I'll be honest with you. Uh, Getting hired on the freelancer website, Upwork, in the starting days, it's a struggle. And on top of that, you have to play a little bit games sometime as well, like getting your first review for rating, getting your first project by some known guys. You have to play a little bit like that. And once you have proved that you have got a portfolio, you know your job, how to do that, it's rather easier in the future. And also, if you'll maintain the quality of the code and you'll do work on some technology which are not so common, you'll get pay high. Like for example, if you're good in designing the web, you're gonna get paid like $200 or $300 for a project. If you're good in designing Android apps, you're gonna get paid like for an app, you're gonna get like $600 or $700. If you're good in iOS app, you're gonna get like 800 or 900, so it's a little bit higher, not much. And if you can give any client like both, like an iOS app and Android app for a client, you're gonna get much higher than that. And what you're gonna get is like $1,500 or $1,200 for just one project. So it depends on your skill. Okay. Any prerequisite for your Android course? Now I'm planning to purchase your course. That's I'm clarifying. There is no such prerequisite for that course. If you're aware with the programming in the previous days, that's surely going to help. But if you're not aware of programming or loops or function anytime soon, I highly recommend to check out my Learn C as your first programming language first, and then you can move into the Android. Again, the Java and apps are all are included in the Android course, so do check it out. Okay. If you still face any problem with that, you can always ping me up. Okay. Please shout out our names, Kushagr and Faraz. Hey there. And sir, we are learning from LCO. Thank you so much for teaching us. Maybe we'll meet you if we'll get a chance to come Jaipur. I'm about to travel quite a lot, so Bangalore, Goa is planned. And probably if I'll be there, I'll try to meet you up. Okay, so I'm receiving a lot of emails as well. Okay, a lot of emails. How to determine Android, want to sell my Android app to other organization. There's no such thing to decide pricing for your app. Depends on how much you have worked on it, how much features this app is gonna do. It's a personal decision. You may sell it for $1,000 or $10,000. It's totally up to you. Hi Alur, hi. Hello sir, I'm Drusty. How are you? Nice to see you first time live. Hey, thank you so much for being on live. I do Sunday lives to solve your questions and problems, and it has been almost 2 months now, I guess. Every Sunday, haven't missed any. So, do I need to learn Java to start with Kotlin? If you will have a base of Java, it's going to be much more easier for you to get started in Kotlin, but you can start directly with that as well. How to deal with errors in any coding. There is no such rule book or a guideline book to help you in problems in or errors with the coding. It just comes with the time. You have to learn how to solve that. How to get your first freelance project? We just talk about it. Native versus React Native. Okay, let me tell you this, Mr. Mahesh. Uh, Working with the native apps and React Native is different. Okay, let's just say you want to build an app that uses something like maybe machine learning or augmented reality. For that, I would go for a native app. But if I'll think for a business perspective, then React Native makes sense for a lot of organizations. Especially, for example, if you'll see that React, like Netflix upload a lot of content on their website, and obviously they want their user to get an access of their content via web, via mobile app as well. For them, React Native makes sense. Less code to maintain. You don't have to maintain for each platform like for iOS and Android. It's far more less. So for some organization like Facebook, they have a lot of heavy traffic on Facebook website, so they want to transfer that traffic to web application. So for some organization, React Native really makes sense. But for others, they can always jump into the just native apps. But again, do take care of the costing because you have to set up a team for Android, you have to set up a team for iOS, and then the maintenance issues and app updating and a lot of things are there. Again, it depends on what kind of project you are doing, what kind of organization you are working. Okay. So how is Material UI? Not a big fan of Material UI. It looks good. Initial days I was really impressed with that, but no, I'm not a big fan of Material UI design. It's too blocky. Block everywhere. CS or IT, which is better? They go hand in hand. They are all amazing. Okay, please post a course on machine learning with Python on your website. Hi Anshul. Uh, yes, there are plans going on with machine learning, but it's not easy to post a course on machine learning until and unless you are involved already in machine learning in a big project, because it requires a lot of clarification on machine learning and mathematics and all of that. Yes, you may see that up in future, but not in upcoming 3 months. For the next 3 months, there is totally different schedule being going on, so not at least for 3 months. Sir, Intel J or Android Studio for beginners? If you want to just learn Java, Intel J. If you want to go ahead with Android development, Android Studio any day. Uh, okay. How to get started in ethical hacking? I do have a course on ethical hacking and web pen testing, as well as web bug bounty hunting and everything. Go check that out at learncodeonline.in. Okay, Rajendra, I hope I answered your question. Gift me a laptop. Why don't you gift me $1 million and I'll gift you a laptop? Okay, how does that sound? Okay. Hey sir, after a long time I'm seeing you. So hey back, welcome back. Okay, so a lot of questions are getting repeated there, but I'm trying to pick up the questions. Uh, okay, so questions are getting repeated. Why do you prefer PHP for small projects only? No, it's not like that. You can always go get started with the PHP for big scale projects as well. But a lot of new people are coming up. New organizations are using things which are more advanced like Node.js or React.js. So you can always try that. But again, there is no such thing as you cannot use PHP. I prefer and I recommend that to use Node.js for your big scale projects. But again, you can always go get started with the PHP. It can scale quite a lot, quite a big. But yes, I would like to work on a project which is on Node.js rather than PHP. Okay. Okay. Shubham is back again in another live. Hey Shubham. That was good. Hi Tish, this is Kiran. Hey Kiran, how are you? Hey Tish, there are so many programming languages, so which one should have to choose? You want to choose one for which you are interested in making a project. So if your goal is making an Android app, go with the Java. If you are interested in making an iOS app, go with the Swift. For web dev, choose JavaScript. It depends. It depends on what you really want to do and what's your end goal. Don't learn programming like madly. I just want to learn programming and I'm going to get started with that. No, don't do that. First, think out what you want to build, what you want to create. Okay? So, hi TechTube. Hello there, sir. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Ajankya. That's a nice name. Okay, I am BE Computer Science Fresher 2017 dropped out. That's bad. I don't know why you did that. Can I take a full stack developer course, mean stack through some institute or work on it because I wanted to be a full stack developer. I know Java. For full stack developer, you can try my complete front-end developer course and then React.js for backend. That's how you go. How to integrate video calling in Android. That's interesting. I never thought about it. Probably I have to look up in some APIs. Maybe Skype gives you some APIs or you have to look up for third-party solution. I haven't thought of that, given its try. That would be worth taking. Okay. Okay, please make video on your daily programming routine. It's an exhaustive routine and keeping in camera in between that, it would be really exhaustive for me because most of the time it's just a chair, me sitting up, but on top of that, I spend a lot of time uh, in working out as well, almost 2 hours every single day, and then most of the time goes on this chair. Writing code on just computer like that, it's not gonna be much interesting, so that's why I don't do that. Okay. So Harley ride. Didn't went on to a ride today because I got busy with the new Android app that you'll see very soon. So that's why I didn't got for a ride today. Some people are asking me to speak in Hindi, but don't they understand A lot of people are from other parts of the India, especially the southern part, which don't understand the Hindi. So Hindi is not just the only language on the planet, but English is far more easy for communication. Okay, I have no kind of a preference for any language as long as you understand me. That's okay. That's good. Okay. Please reply me, Bindas. What's the name? I don't know. PHP has a bright future. Obviously, PHP is not going anywhere. HC Verma, seems like you appeared for IIT JEE. No, I didn't appear for IIT JEE. I went appeared for AIEEE, which is an exam which don't happen anymore. I think it's gone. I did scored really well in that. My rank was almost like 4,000 or something. It was not like I was in the top 10 or something. I was in 4,000 or something. Didn't like that exam pattern on everything. This is too much going on. Didn't prepared for any IIT and everything, but let me just point out this thing that I have delivered a lot of lectures, especially in IIT Bombay and IIT Guwahati and a lot of NITs, countless NITs. I have delivered lecture on programming and everything. So yes, I'm quite frequent there. And I can see a lot of likes coming up automatically. Thank you so much. A lot of people are just hitting the likes without me saying that. And in case you haven't done that, go ahead, do that. I always love to see that number rising up, that like button. It is not going to cost you anything. It's going to make me happy and smiling. So go ahead, do that. Okay. Uh, how to make a website and when I have host and a domain name. Whatever the website you have created, just pack that up, upload that on a web server, look for that www folder, and that's it. It's simple. It's super easy. Sir, your front-end developer bootcamp course is awesome. Thank you so much. I always appreciate that. When machine learning course will be coming on LC? Not soon, not in this 3 month. Maybe after that. Sir, what is front-end and back-end developer? Probably I'll write a blog for that. Maybe it would be better. Okay. To start with React Native, it's necessary to learn React.js. It's not heavily compulsory, but you'll feel right at home after learning React.js. And I would say if you have a knowledge of React.js, moving to React Native will just take max a week, maximum a week, because all the concepts are almost same. Okay. Can I be a millionaire by programming? Surely. No big deal. At least ₹1,000,000 in India. That's easy. That's easy with programming. Not a big deal. Okay. So do on Python Django. Yeah, Python Django is amazing. Probably we can try that out someday. Has PHP a bright future? Obviously. How to get hired first time? Okay, questions are getting repeated. Okay, a lot of questions. Thank you so much. Hi Akshay, how are you? Hi, talented tuber. Okay, that's an amazing name. Talented tuber, TT. That's awesome. Love Kumar. Hi sir, how are you? Okay. Kevin. Okay, I don't know how to spell it, but I think it's Kevin. Hey Kevin. What is your internet speed? Not good, not good. It's just 16 Mbps. I'm not used to that speed because in some part of the globe I travel, I find really amazing speed, like 50 Mbps or 60 Mbps. It's at least a minimum. 16 Mbps right now. I'm on an Airtel line, which is far more reliable than compared to other local vendors. It's decent, not amazingly good. Sometimes it takes me like 2 hours to upload a single video on YouTube because I shoot on a heavy camera there. So sometimes it does take a time. And on top of that, I do color correct my video. I spend a little bit time on editing as well. Okay. So can we collab on an app? Surely, just send me up an email at hitesh@hiteshchaudhary.com and we can surely talk about what kind of collab you are looking up for or promotion, what kind of thing you are looking up. Just drop me an email. Surely we can do that. Your challenges are very useful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I have just completed front-end developer course. What to do next now? I would highly recommend to check out React.js course. Okay. So, hello sir. Hello Vikas. How are you? Can learn machine learning at 35 age. I have little knowledge on Python. At any age, you can learn programming, even at the age of 70. Didn't you heard about the one person from Japan who released an app at the age of 70, I guess? Yes, 70. That's a big number. Okay. Looks like a lot of questions are getting repeated. My GitHub is Kevin TAH. Okay, so I can look up, but after this live, all these messages and these are not going to rest as a comment. They are just gonna go. So probably there are high chances that I'm gonna just forget this. So it's always good to drop me an email. Always reply that. Meetup. Probably we can think about that. Right now we have a lot of focus going on instead of the meetup because meetup, yes, they are productive, but I want to be a little bit more productive than meetup. I want to serve you more by releasing more awesome courses, an Android app, maybe an iOS app, and all things so that they can help you to learn something rather than just a meetup. So surely meetup will be planned up, but not right now. Right now, I want to get more busy in serving you. Okay, so that's what I want to do. Do you have a GitHub? Yes, I have a GitHub, Bitbucket, all kind of sort of things. My GitHub is github.com/Hitesh Chaudhary. That's my public repo, not amazingly awesome, but I do have some private repositories as well, which I just keep for my clients and for personal use. If you are looking up for any project or anything, I can send you up my private repo as well. Okay. Okay, hi Kishore, hi Lernan Tech. Okay, it's nice to see you online. It's my first time. Hey, thank you so much, Nomads Tube. That's nice. Okay. How to get started on Code Chef? I think we have done that. I'm looking for a job switch. Is it a good move to learn web development front-end knowledge without knowing Java? For front-end, you don't need Java. You don't need Java. You just need my bootcamp, complete front-end developer bootcamp at learncodeonline.in. Yep, .in, just like that. Okay. Sir, where are you from? I am from the most beautiful city in India, Jaipur. It's amazingly beautiful. I love this city. Which camera you use for recording? I do have a lot of cameras, but let me show you what I use. This is the camera that I use. It's Canon one. I love this. This is mostly I use. There's a big heavy lens going on top of that. I do have a couple of other lenses, but what makes a video awesome is not the camera or lenses. It's about editing. So focus on that. Learn that. Okay. Make a video of your daily routine. It's not amazingly exciting, but probably I'll try that. Okay, I'm also from Rajasthan. Good to see you. Do you always work alone? Yes, most of the time I work alone. But it's not like that I haven't worked on team. I have been hired by a couple of companies on monthly basis, just like that. And I have worked quite good in their team. But most of the time I'm highly productive when I'm alone and I'm just focused on my work. Okay. So let's pick up more questions. Hello, Anonymous. Hello to you. How many hours a day you learn programming as a beginner? As a beginner, at first I was not crazy about code. I used to hate it for a couple of months, starting couple of months, until and unless I found and cracked the way how to learn it. Actually, instead of just seeing that on a whiteboard or just like that, once I got an interest in that, I used to spend like almost 5 hours a day or just like that. So I used to get really crazy about programming. Okay, should I go for cybersecurity or machine learning? Totally on your choice. Totally on your choice. What makes you more interesting or more thrilled? Just go in that. Predictive analysis, any thought? Yes, that's super important, especially for the inventories like Flipkart and everything. Predictive analysis is amazing important. Some more free courses, please, on LCO. Courses on LCO are pretty affordable. If you'll just watch out a movie, buy 2 tickets or buy a course, it's just that much cheap. Free courses does consume a lot of bandwidth and they are not easy to manage. I'll try to put a few, but most of the courses are going to be a little bit paid to support the platform and support what I'm doing right now. Because I hope you understand, when I sit here, talk to you guys, it's my time that I'm consuming here. If I'm working on a code or a course that I'm trying to release for you, it's time and I have to pay my bills. I have to buy food and I have to live a life as well. So again, this money that you are buying the course and everything, this helps to support the platform and keep doing what I'm trying to do. So I hope you understand that. Okay. So hello from Pakistan. Hello from India. How to make a great GitHub profile. I saw your resume video. Thank you so much. Just upload a lot of projects. Simple way to impress anyone from GitHub. Okay, so you can ask your questions in English. That would be far more easier for me to understand as well as to answer them. Okay, MongoDB versus SQL. That's an interesting question. If I had to build up a project, I probably would use MongoDB because it's easier to use. But the knowledge of SQL is super important, super important. Whether you are in marketing, you are in development, whatever that is. Okay, so discuss about your starting age of undergraduation. I did my graduation in engineering and electronics and communication, and that is a long time ago. I start to just fade out those memories. Probably I'll talk about that maybe someday. How important are degree scores to get into good company? No, nobody asked for that. At least didn't ask to me. Thank you, sir, for your videos. Thank you so much. Hey, didn't realize that we have been talking for 41 minutes. That's amazing. Didn't realize that it's being so long. Okay, you didn't reply my question. What was your question? Tic-tac-toe game. Yes, we have a video on tic-tac-toe game. Okay, so a lot of Facebook questions as well. Any startup plan? No, I'm not looking forward for any startup, at least not for now. I have a lot of going on personal projects, so nothing is planned for kind of a startup right now. Just working like my own. Okay. A lot of questions. Is MacBook Air 8 GB good for Android development? It's more than good. It's more than enough because Mac machines are solid, rock solid, and you can do Android and iOS, all kind of development on that machine. React.js or Node.js for backend? React.js doesn't work on backend. You can tie that up with anything like Node.js, Firebase, or anything. Node.js is mostly for front end, but with some tricks, you can use it as a complete solution. Node.js is more for backend. Okay, so AI. Okay, I can make a couple of videos on AI. Cloud computing or Hadoop? I'll go for cloud because AWS, Amazon Web Server Clouds, and all these things are pretty high in demand. Okay, how to create a tic-tac-toe game. I have already told how to create a tic-tac-toe game in my Android course. Go check that out. Okay. Should I learn every technology or focus on just 2, 3 good ones? I would say focus on just the good ones. Why to learn all of that? You can pick up a lot of on the way as well. Okay. React.js versus AngularJS. I think it requires a separate video to be a thorough comparison between React.js or AngularJS. They are both good, both amazingly awesome. It's really good to have such an amazing choice because if you even choose any of them, they're going to serve you really good. But again, there are a few variables that are ups and downs that are common, but probably I'll make a separate video on my channel for comparing React.js versus AngularJS, okay? So, okay, are you single? Yes, I am. Pros and cons in cybersecurity. That's a topic for video. That's a topic for a separate video. Doing Red Hat is good or focus on programming is better. Red Hat is something that you can pick up just on a couple of months. I did my Red Hat certification, I think 3 or 4 certification in Red Hat. It's a good thing. You learn about Linux, you learn about systems, you learn a lot about them. So Red Hat is something that you should do and just forget about it. Maybe you want to build up a career totally on Red Hat. That's awesome as well. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Okay, what's your experience in Bhopal? I had a very unique experience in Bhopal because when I was traveling from Bhopal back to Jaipur, I got an Air India plane and that was the most terrible thing. I have taken a lot of Air India flights, but the flight from Bhopal to Jaipur on Air India, it was like a chartered kind of a plane. Very small plane. It was so shaky, dig like that. I thought I'm not gonna make it to the Jaipur because it was so shaky, and on top of that, the behavior of those in that days for Air India, not a big fan of that ride. That was most terrible ride I have ever taken care. Rest of the Bhopal was good, but that experience finally from traveling back to Jaipur, I cannot just explain that. It was so nightmare for me. Okay, discuss about your starting days in UG. Probably we'll do that someday. What about EC Council course? I don't have good words for that. Probably I'll say that later on. But hey, Danny, I don't have an amazing things to say about EC Council courses. How can I? How can I? Because just by filling up dots out of four answers, how that can make you a programmer or hacker or whatever you call that, but not a big fan. Okay. So, is MacBook Air 8? I've already answered you, Anand. It's a good machine. Don't think. Just go ahead, get that. Single? Yep. Why suddenly people are so interested about my relationship status? I have no idea. Uh, how old are you? I don't know why people are coming up with my age and my single status or committed status. I don't know why that is happening. Okay, let's leave that for some other day. Where is iced tea? I've just finished it up. Just finished it up while I was having lunch. But it reminds me of having get one. Probably I'll get. Uh, after I subscribe your channel, now I'm very much interested in programming. My base is BEECE. Is it good to switch my career into programming field? Let me tell you an interesting fact. I'm also an engineer from Electronics and Communication Engineering, ECE. Doing really good, at least decently good in programming. I think so. So yes, you can easily switch. So a lot of questions going on there. Married or not? Come on. Why so much interest? No, I'm not married. How could I travel insanely to any part of the world if I would have been married? uh, you're not replying Python or Java. Depends. There is no such thing as what you want to do. You want to write some script? Do want to some regular expressions? Want to do something like systems or infosec? Choose Python. If you want to build Android apps or do something like that, choose Java. I don't know what you want to do. How can I tell you that? Okay. Hi Shalu there. Hi Panindra. How is it going on? Ionic for PHP developer is good option. Yes, you'll feel right at home. Okay, so can we develop iOS app on Windows? Nope. You can surely. There's no legal way of doing it. You can build up a Hackintosh or just like that, or you can choose macincloud.com, which is $1 per hour, I guess. But yes, there is no such legal way of doing it, so I don't recommend that. I recommend designing iOS apps on Mac hardware only. That's my personal opinion, but feel free to just ignore that. Okay, so a lot of questions are coming up, but they're repeating. Can you do a tutorial on using S3 with Node.js? Probably I can do that, Charles, because we recently finished up one for a client. Look for that client and ask him if we can use your S3 for Node.js demo. If he'll agree, I can surely do that. Make a video for you. Let's see how that goes on. But it's amazing. It's amazing. S3 is awesome. What is Amazon Web Service? It's amazing. You haven't heard about Amazon Web Service yet? Come on, go ahead, look that out. What's your daily diet? No, did you forget this is Hitesh Chaudhary, not Guru Man or something like that? No, this is not a Phil Heath channel. I'm not about dieting or gym or anything like that. This is not a channel for that. Did you forget to read the name there? Not Guru Man. Okay, so just kidding there. Okay. I sent 5 times a questions you didn't answer. Oh, my bad. I have done Android and core Java, the basic one. I need a project idea. Why need a project idea? Design an Uber, design a Snapchat, design a Facebook, design an Instagram. I hope you got an idea. Okay. Why Angular, React, not Vue? You can go with the view as well, no problem. CSS versus SAS difference. SAS is modernized version of CSS. I quote here, I predict in the future all the variables kind of thing that you see in the SAS and less are gonna come up in the regular CSS very soon. Just like CSS has evolved to CSS3, very soon you'll see that in the CSS you'll be able to use variables and all these things. So this is my prediction. I think CSS is gonna move up in that kind of thing. Okay, so I want to make my own product in IT. Give me unique idea. Give your email ID. If I would have an idea of such a unique product that can compete with Facebook or Snapchat or Uber, I probably would have got funding for that. Or I would have started working on that. So let's just, okay, why your mail ID? My mail ID is already available almost everywhere. Still, I mention it, hitesh@hiteshchaudhary.com. You can look up for my website. Everything is mentioned there as well, hiteshchaudhary.com. So go ahead, check that out. Okay, is IT industry is in recession right now? I don't think so. I don't think so. Skilled people are still hired. Nobody can fire a skilled person. If a person is kind of a burden on a company, he's going to get fired. That's a rule in every business. If somebody is not profitable, he's going to get out. And I don't think so it's bad, because if you're not making profit for a company, you're going to get thrown out. That's how the world works. There's no such thing as recessions or regression. It's not like that. You're not answering my questions. I'm going by good day. Okay, if you could have mentioned your question in the same thread, I could have answered it. Maybe next time, Priya. Okay. Hello, attending a live session on every Sunday. Whoa, that's a good thing. Rasika, I hope I pronounced that. Rasika Khandare. I think you're from Mumbai. I think so. I do have a lot of friends from Mumbai, so they're amazing people. So thank you so much for attending all the live sessions. I really appreciate that. Okay, let's move on. Priya Sah, superb. I don't know what the context is going on there. Okay, so let's pick up more questions. Why repeating questions? Okay. I want. Okay, they just ask, hi, it's my first time on live chat. I wanted to know if it's a good idea to start with Cordova for mobile development. I have been working on web development mostly. If you're working in mostly in the web development, I highly recommend to check out React Native instead of just going into Cordova or something. You can easily switch into mobile development using your web skills using React and React.js. If you need further help on React.js, you can check out my website learncodeonline.in. And on top of that, very soon, a good news for React Native users is going to come up. A lot of videos are almost ready for React Native, and it's going to come up very soon. Okay. When is your website creation program? It's going to come up soon. So should I choose career in WordPress to be full-time WordPress developer? If you're just choosing a WordPress developer, just by installing it and uploading a theme and just like that, it's not gonna go very well for you. If you're looking for a kind of a career like designing WordPress theme, customizing it, designing your own plugins, then it's gonna go really good for you. So always, hard things always produce good thing, okay? Can I do iOS programming in Windows machine using virtual machine? Probably you can do that. I don't recommend it. Not my choice. So if you face a lot of tons of problems with that, with the next update or anything like that, I'm not going to be helping you in that. So because I don't recommend it. Okay, let's pick up more questions. Okay, I can see a lot of people are pressing that thumbs up button. I really appreciate that. Question, why are you single? Why people are suddenly so much worried about me being single? Today I have done my bulb app. Thank you, sir. Oh, really? That's an interesting app. I hope you enjoyed it there. It's an amazing app. I have installed Android Studio many times and uninstalled. Why you have done that? Okay. So questions. I like your Sunday lives. Hey Karthik, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do. Okay. You're not replying. PHP based project. We do have a project already in my course on PHP course at learncodeonline.in. In the future, more projects are going to come up. Project on that. Please speak in Spanish. No, it's almost equal. If I'll speak in Spanish, it's almost equal that I'll speaking in Hindi. Most people will not understand that, and that's not a good thing. Okay, Techno Ash. Me too like Gray. Gray's love for devs. You can say that. You can say that. Karthik, you didn't answer my questions. I'm sorry about that. Uh, okay, a lot of questions are, is WordPress good? Yep, it is. It is good. Uh, okay, a lot of questions are getting repeated. Okay, let me pull that up. Are you a fan of Game of Thrones? No, not a big fan of Game of Thrones. I have just only watched one season of Game of Thrones. Yes, the cinematography, the film, how it is being produced, it's amazing, it's awesome. I didn't got time to watch the Game of Thrones. Honestly, I'm always lacking behind in time. I prefer to give most of the time to my work instead of just watching any season. But yes, I have watched a lot of them. Right now, I'm watching Scorpion, which is recently included in the Amazon Prime. I love that season. I'm watching it. I'm on season 2 of Scorpions, but no, Game of Thrones. I haven't seen it, so I cannot tell you if I'm a fan of it or not. I liked it or not. Just one season, so I barely scratched the surface. Probably I'll watch it someday. Okay. Mithun says, "Hi Tesh, I'm a big fan of you. Keep doing great. Keep it up. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate your this love is actually keep me going with this. I must go to bed, but I wanted to express my gratitude for making these videos every week. They have been really helpful. Thanks, Charles. I really do appreciate for getting up really late. I think you are in the States, and this is an odd timing for the live. But yes, thank you so much. So, so tell about any course on internet for AI or machine learning. Probably I can recommend that on a mail. Okay, so a lot of questions. Future of cybersecurity. Yep, it's gonna grow like a boom. It's gonna have a lot of things. How you are improving your knowledge. I read a lot of blogs. I keep updating with a lot of recent techs, what the Facebook is doing, what the Google is doing, what the latest project are gonna come up on GitHub. So I read a lot. I surf a lot on the internet, not on Facebook, but on the real internet. Okay, so that what helps me in updating my knowledge. Okay, dislike. Surely feel free to dislike because not everybody can be happy with what I'm doing. Some people like it, some people don't like it. So it's your choice. You are free to do so. So meet up in Pune? No, I don't have any plan to go to Pune. Uh, tell some blogs you read. I have a list of couple of blogs that I read, but recent years I have been directly being approached with the people at who work at Facebook, at Firebase, at Google. So I chat with them, and that gives me latest update or what's gonna come up. I do write blog at learncodeonline.in/blog, so you can read that out. I post a lot of information there. Okay. So thank you so much. Do you like reading books? Yes, I do like reading books. I read a lot of them. Recently I've moved into audiobooks and video books. They saves a lot of time. So just like that. Your course on React JS is really good. Thanks so much, Avinash. Like dislike. Okay, I don't know what that's saying. What's your Sunday program rather than coding? No, Sunday is not that much code. I'm gonna hit to some restaurant with some friends, and I'm gonna sip up a coffee or maybe a nice tea, have some good food, and that's like that. I would like to spend some time with my friends on Sundays. Uh, okay, a lot of questions are repeating there. Any information you can provide on mark flow and data? Probably. Tell me your daily routine. Okay, I'll try that. I'll try to make a video on that. If you're requesting it so much, I'll try to make a vlog on my daily routine. It's not like that. Okay. Uh, where is okay? So a lot of questions just scrolling like that. Okay, I also want to make tutorials on React on YouTube. Can you give tips? Just make some projects, record the screen, be interactive. What can I say more in that? Okay. Okay, so not answering my question, sir. Which certificates or internships should I go during my first year of IT studies along with learning the Kotlin? You don't need much certificates. What you need is projects and knowledge. Okay. Dislike because you are not answering my questions. You are my inspiration, by the way. Thank you so much. But again, you have a full right to dislike and like anything what you want. It's your choice. But thank you so much for the nice words as an inspiration. I like it. I like it. How to plan a website? Okay, a lot of questions just going like that. Okay, how do you charge your clients for mobile apps? This will help tons of devs out there. You haven't answered it yet for the past 3 weeks. Depends. How do I charge my client? Now, if it is just a plain 5-page website, which I don't do anymore, I used to build those websites as well, just 5 page and a contact page. I used to charge based on what kind of design and what kind of work I have to do. If I have to just buy a template and edit that, let's just say a template is costing me like $20, $50, and I'm spending my 2 or 3 days, I'll charge like $150 or $200 for that. It depends on how much your time is valuable, how much effort you are making on a website. And if the project is deep, that uses some database, MySQL, MongoDB, or Firebase, or anything like that, then obviously the cost is going to rise up significantly because these projects are not being designed in just for a couple of $100s. They may raise up to around $600 to $700. If the client is in budget and wants to do something, I always recommend to these clients who are tight in budget for WordPress. We do custom designing of the WordPress as well. So that are not that much expensive, but around $300-ish dollars. For the mobile apps, I do charge a lot because not everybody can design quickly apps for their existing project, and I can do that. So I usually charge around 600 to 800 for an Android app. For iOS, I do get started at a minimum of $1,000. So that's kind of my price list there. It may rise up if I'm full in the projects already, like I'm working on a project and one more is lined up and still one more client is forcing me to take this project. Obviously, my price is going to rise up for him. If I'm just sitting around and just being lazy, no project at all, then obviously the prices go down a little bit because I want a project. So yes, it depends on how much effort you are putting into a development project and how much time it is going to take to you for that. And one thing I always do, I always tell my clients to give me a full list of your expectation and what the feature you want to have. And once that is being signed between us, no more updates. No more updates. If you want an update, that's going to be chargeable because it's kind of in the nature of, especially in the Indian clients, they just keep on asking you for the updation, like change my phone number, change my email address, change the color. I said, no, it's not going to happen. It's going to be chargeable. Every revision is going to charge you. I'm going to charge you, and just keep on throwing me your revisions. And I hope this answers your questions, Krishna. I've tried to answer it very thoroughly. Okay. Your favorite movie? I like Christopher Nolan movies, especially the Batman series and Inception and all these things. He's a great guy. He knows how to do his work. Your client are from which places? Most of the client that I serve are from United States and some from the London as well. Recently, I am seeing increase and rise in the client from Italy and in Switzerland as well. I don't know how I got popular there, but yes, I'm getting a lot of projects from there as well. Okay, GitHub. What you want to ask for GitHub? Just visit github.com. Okay, a lot of questions. Okay. Uh, Assalamu alaikum from Hyderabad. Assalamu alaikum. How to reply that? Walaikum assalam. Okay, I hope I did a good job. I learned it in Egypt. I learned a few words in Arabic in Egypt. So I hope I did a decent job. I did learn from 1 to 10 in Arabic. I forgot that. I forgot that now. But once you travel in a lot of place, you just like that. Please tell me my name. Don't you know your name? Okay, Darshit. Hi there. In which technology did you do most of your projects? In the recent days, I am trying to make sure my clients are switching into JavaScript a lot, because via JavaScript they can make a web app, Android app, and iOS apps. So most of the time I recommend my clients to go in the React or React Native. But in case they have a special request to go only for the Android or iOS, I have no problem. I can work in that. Okay. Uh, okay, a lot of questions are going on. I'm watching every Sunday live. It's really awesome talking about programming and tech. Thank you so much. Uh, okay, some people are advising me for grammar. I'm not good in grammar. I'm neither good in English. I just speak it's barely good. It does the job for me, and that's it. This is a programming channel and we don't focus about much on the grammar. I can recommend you a few grammar channels which talks only about English and improving that. Probably want to go with that. What do you do for a living? I code for my living. Okay. You are inspiring. You are inspiring, dude. Tata. Bye bye for you. Thank you so much for attending. Uh, Thank you so much, Hitesh. Your words on freelancing would have helped many people out there. To the point, clean and crisp. Yes, I try everything to be clean and crisp. And thank you so much for asking that question. Where do you live? Right now, I am in Jaipur at my home. Okay, so we have spent almost 1 hour and 6 minutes in answering some of your questions and everything. But I would say do hit that like button now if you have enjoyed this session and you want these sessions to keep on going on for every Sunday. Do hit that like button. I want to see that number going up. Yep, you are doing it. Go ahead, do that. More likes, please. Okay, so I would say that's it for this video. We have spent almost 1 hour now. I have to get back to my app that you're gonna see very soon. I'll announce that on my YouTube. Bye bye for now, and it was really amazing to see all of you guys. So bye bye, and I'll surely catch you up in the next video.